I've been wanting to tell this story since before I started this channel, and today it finally felt right. In 1998, I was in 8th grade, and I fell in love. She caught my eye in a class, that infectious laugh and long brown hair and a smile that could shine light into the darkest corners of my heart. And that's exactly what she did to me. And I reached into my chest, and I held my heart out in 2 hands for her. And it was unrequited, of course, but we became friends. My affection was plain as day to everyone, but I was happy just being near her. And she became my world. Every morning I woke up thinking about her, and every evening we spent hours on the phone, talking about anything and everything and nothing at all. And when she signed my yearbook, she threw on lipstick and gave it a kiss that has lasted these 30 years. I actually have it in front of me. She knew me and saw me for the sensitive young man that I was, in the walls of a school that was filled with so much angst and insecurity. She wrote in the front of my yearbook, if anyone's signing this yearbook and doesn't know David that well, get to know him. He's the best person you'll ever know in your life. Trust me. And in the back, she wrote, it's been one hell of a year. We've become so much closer. It's incredible. You've helped me so much, and were always there for me when I needed you. You're one of the sweetest people I know. You're one person I can actually say you think about other people before yourself. Did that make any sense? I don't know how you tolerated me, but you did a good job. I sure hope things stay the way they are, or even get better. Sure hope I'll be signing your yearbook senior year. And then, you're the best. I mean that. I love you always. I was teased mercilessly for my obvious affection, but I didn't care. We became the absolute best of friends. We wrote long letters to one another every day, passed to each other in a shared notebook as we laughed in the hall for a moment before running off to our next class, late. We spent every day of the summer of 1990 together, every single day. We were 90s kids, watching stupid movies together, wandering malls for hours on end. We copied dance scenes from the movie Girls Just Want to Have Fun. We played Nintendo games all day. And her family welcomed me like a son. We had an endless amount of inside jokes and beautiful moments. And it was pure, innocent love. Always at the very edge of a boundary of friends. I was terrified of ruining what we had by asking for more, so I held back. Teetering on the very edge of a cliff, wanting to take the leap, but far too insecure and afraid to do so. Being a friend, though, wasn't enough. A boy caught her eye. He was older, bigger, stronger, taller. He had huge brown eyes and a wicked possessive streak. She fell for him, and I lost her. Sometime in the winter of 1991, it started. A phone call at 2 a.m., caught on an answering machine recording. When you leave school tomorrow, we will be waiting in the parking lot, and we're going to break your fucking arm. The next day was terror, and it didn't happen. The cold cement walls of the school felt safe, but as soon as the door was open and I stepped outside, I felt hunted. It happened again, and again, every few nights. Stay away from her. We'll be waiting for you. We are going to put you in the fucking hospital tomorrow. He became my bully, and his friends were all too happy to join in. Phone calls, driving by my house, staring, threatening gazes in the school halls. Months of terror. My grades dropped. I failed my classes. I faked sick to stay out of school. I didn't go outside. I was being destroyed for falling in love with someone. She was young and immature too, and pressured, blinded, a 16-year-old girl under the influence of an older, possessive manipulator. Then came a morning in the spring of 1992. He showed up outside my classroom and said he wanted to talk to me. I met him in the hall. He pinned me to the wall by my throat, threatened me, punched me hard in the face, had my head smacked against a cement wall of the school that I'd hoped would keep me safe. And I broke. Nobody understood. I couldn't not love her anymore. My sensitive heart was still in my outstretched hands. I was a confused teenage boy taking endless emotional abuse from all sides. My heart was being struck, being bludgeoned, and being cut. Cut. In late spring of 1992, I was home alone one night, and I was hurting. I was crying, looking over an old notebook of old memories. I went into the kitchen, grabbed the largest kitchen knife I could find, placed a hone edge against my arm, drew it across, and drew blood. It was unexpectedly sharp. My skin split open, blood seeped out. The sting was really intense, and then I did it again. And again. Weeks went by. Weeks of long-sleeve shirts and Band-Aids, hiding, and staying in my room. The bullying eventually faded, and the only thing deadening the emotional pain was my self-inflicted physical pain. The slice through my arm. I became a cutter. Here I am, 30 years later. She and I have been friends for the last 20 years. Forgiveness happened, we got in touch again, and she remains a dear friend to this day. The scars have faded to nearly nothing, and they are hiding in body hair, but I still catch them in just the right light. It's a constant reminder of how a broken heart can lead to self-destruction. Sometimes I trace them with my fingers. I still recall the sting of that edge and the shame of it being an outlet that I ended up leaning on. You'd never see them unless I pointed them out, but those scars are much more than physical. Those scars ruined relationships throughout my life. They've led to so much fear, anxiety, insecurity, shame, and self-loathing. And you know what? I'm grateful. I'm grateful for my bully. I appreciate him, and I forgive him. Because without those scars, I wouldn't be who I am. Without those scars, I wouldn't recognize hurt in others. Without those scars, I wouldn't be as strong. Without those scars, I wouldn't have perspective, and I wouldn't have learned gratitude. I received an anonymous email from a subscriber only a few days ago, and it simply said, "Thank you for sharing yourself so openly. I felt so alone. You won't understand this, but you saved my life today." I tried to reply, but it bounced back. So, on the off chance that you are watching, I just want you to know that I see you and I love you. Thank you. Today, I'm also thanking my bully, and I'm thanking my lucky scars. They're me. So I'm exposing them, and I'm tracing them for you. I want you to see them, and I want you to see me, because this is who I am. And those scars are within everything I do. All of my relationships, all of my artistic works, this channel, the book I'm writing, everything. I'm not asking you to share your own scars today, but I am going to hopefully help you with a little perspective. All of those awful things you may go through, all of the pain, all of the abuse, all of the awful experiences and feelings, your broken heart, your broken mind, your broken spirit. I hope you never experience the urge to cope in such a destructive way, but know that if you have, I see you. I get it. I understand. So many of us do. I guess I'm just one of the ones that's crazy, stupid, or brave enough to throw it on the internet in the hopes that my bully and my scars can help you feel not so alone. And believe me when I say this, you will rise. You will feel the magnificent sun warming your face. You will have your joys and your successes. You will shine. Your hurt and your pain are your magic. And people need your magic. Let your tears flow, my sweet friends, but do it with your chin held high. I love you. Thank you.